Alright, yeah, this one took me a while to figure out, but I think I got pretty close. So here's a reference track. That you were talking about the first drop. Alright, so the first step, I went back to the beginning and I listened from here because I was trying to figure out like how many kicks are actually in there. So I think there's 2 kicks and a sub, so you can hear them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 kick. And that's the second kick. So 2 kicks so far. And then the sub gets added right there. So you got 2 kicks and a sub. So I went up to Logic and here's my battery. And I got the first kick, just whatever kick, and then this like kind of subby one has some like length to it. I should probably like, it'll sound better if I do that. Whatever. Okay. And so from the drop, I copied the pattern. So let's just start with the drums. There's 2 kicks, right? And then I added the sub to kind of give it that long feel. And the sub is just like a basic serum patch. It's literally just like the default sub. I didn't do anything. Turned it down 1 octave, and then I turned on the analog BD sine wave. And I just adjusted the release a little bit to make it longer, because I think by default it's like right here. So it was like a 332. Yeah, give it some length. And then the filter, just make it subby. There's a sub by itself. And then the next part was kind of tricky. I was trying to figure out what that sound was. That third thing, it's actually a kick sample. That. So I used a sampler. You can use, I used the EXS24 because this is what we have in Logic, but this is the Max V Roland 808. That's the sample that I used. LT7586. So here it is right here. Control and Finder. This is what it sounds like. It's just a tom. Yeah, so I went into the 808s in all of the samples. For my master samples, I went to like drums, and then I went to Roland 808, and then I was looking for the tom sounds because I know those toms are like super popular. These ones. And there's a low tom somewhere. Those are the high ones. I think it was LT7. Yeah, it's like the low tom. I think it's this one. Yeah. So that's all it is. It's like a tom. It's probably not the exact one. You could probably find a fatter one, but that one's like close enough so you get the idea. And then, so it's important when you wanna like pitch it so that you can play it like a keyboard. So this is that same tom, and like it actually sounds pretty nice when you pitch it around. Classic Boys Noise, he's been doing this since like the very beginning. Even before he was Boys Noise, when he was like Alex the Kid or whatever, he used this sound, this 808 tom pitched to a keyboard. Anyway, so that's it right there. And then this is the pattern. Here's what the MIDI looks like. So it's just C, F, C, just octaves to give it that kind of wonky sound. And then with the sub and the kick. It's not perfect, but that's the pattern anyway. So then I noticed there's this like weird sound that happens right here. That second sound, it's like I didn't even notice it for the longest time. But I just use this. I kind of like EQ'd down a tom sound. Effect. His is like a lot bigger and wider. So that's that. And then there's like a vocal chop in here at the end. That one. I literally just recorded my voice and pitched it up and then put like a little bit of EQ, just take out the low end. And a little bit of reverb, and then there's like a noise. It's not exactly like it. There's a little punchier, but again, it's a sampler. So let me see the sample that I used: VFX and one noise 17 VFX. Let's see. Let me find it real quick. Maybe I can do it from here. VFX. Noises 17. Oh, here it is. Come on. Okay, that's it. So I basically was going through like white noise sound effects, and I needed one with a pitch because his is super pitched. See, it almost sounds like a flute or something. So it needed to have a pitch, so that way we could pitch it to the keyboard. So again, that sample is in there. And then you just map it to the keyboard. So that's that. That's the noise. With the reverb and everything. So yeah, that's the finished thing. I'll A/B it real quick. And then you can get this thing a little bit closer, probably by lowering the cutoff on the filter. Gives it that square sound. Closer. And then for the second drop, they just like put distortion on this. It's that same thing, just with distortion. Now it's louder because I put the distortion, but you can also turn the cut off on the filter. Go crazy with distortion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, hope that helps. Peace.